Star Sensation presents.
Hi everybody, this is Sandy from Sandy Psychic Stones and Thin Veil Investigators. My ghost and I say hi to you, and we hope that you enjoy one of the segments from our ghost hunts.
Our ghost hunting team attended a ghost conference in Virginia City, Nevada. It's a fun and exciting tourist town and was first built for the gold and silver boom of the 1880s, and which happens to be a town full of spirits. Here is an account of something that happened in one of the old buildings our assigned group was scheduled to investigate. There was a nice surprise in the fact that I didn't know this fascinating building, now housing books and information for the tourist's pleasure, had such an extraordinary cellar. It used to be a livery stable back in its day. Now it is full of preserved artifacts and appliances of that time gone by. We had to be very careful on our way around this cluttered and unstable livery, and walking planks were put down for our convenience. It was eerie in this place, for the smell and energy of the horses, mules, and donkeys once housed here was still quite strong. We could also feel many spirits in this place as we wandered around the lengthy stalls. First ascending the stairs, I noticed that there was some movement towards the back of a storage area. I saw a black shadow, looking like a long flowing scarf, maneuver its way in and around boxes on a brick and board shelf. I told Marilyn, our team member, about this vision, and then we discovered a trap door, about 18 by 18 inches wide, on the floor before that shelf. This, we later found out, opened onto another sub-basement dirt floor about 3 feet underneath this flooring. That is a good place for things to hide in. While wandering deeper into the livery stable, I was then called back to that storage area by other group members. There was a lady who also discovered that sub-basement door. She had put her head down into the small-sized door frame to take pictures. She had felt something down there and wanted my opinion of what it might be. When I arrived at the door in the floor, she was kneeling ready to put her head into that doorway again. She also put her left hand and arm into the hole to take more pictures of the sub-basement space. She then fell onto her shoulder and neck, saying she couldn't get up, that something was tugging her arm. She literally fought to pull herself out of that hole, and when she was fully back onto our flooring, she said that she felt someone grab her and pull her down. She was quite frightened by the ordeal, and sadly, the way the storage area was set up, no one could go to her rescue as there was no extra room among that shelving. Quite shaken, she sought comfort in her family, and so I just walked away. Much later, I discovered there was an EVP captured of a moan at the time this woman was pulling herself out of the hole. Take a listen. Here it is again. Listen carefully. Did you hear it?
Pretty cool, huh?
As our group later moved to another building to investigate, this lady came to me and asked if she could talk. She also showed me scratch marks on her left hand. They looked like claw marks, and they were from wrist to knuckles. She said she wasn't aware of the scratches until later, as they then started to really sting and hurt. The scratches, although not too deep, did look angry, and I knew they were a warning sign. I tried to downplay the scenario, as she was visibly frightened. I told her that, yes, she probably did receive the scratch marks when she was pulled into the hole, but it was just a possible entity's way of saying, I then told her how to cleanse the wounds and what to do in the future to protect herself. She stated that this was her very first ghost hunt, and I told her these scratches are a good tidbit of advice to not go poking around in spaces that should be totally left alone or looked at from afar. When you're ghost hunting, you've got to be very, very careful.
Pretty cool, huh? Never a dull moment when you're with Thin Veil Investigators ghost hunting team.
SPS Productions, Carson City, Nevada.